Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect, where in the previous episode we got this entire Sub-Prison A, Sub-Prison 1, or whatever you want to call it, done. Now obviously there'll still be changes to implement, we'll still have to keep an eye on it, we'll have to do scheduling, we'll have to do all of these sort of stuff, but the bulk of it in the building is done. I'm assuming there's maybe the bit of flooring missing here and there, and I'll catch that as we progress on, but it's basically done. So we need to move on from that, and we will be doing that now. So this episode, what we want to do, at a minimum, is get this entire administration and auxiliary block done. So we need to finish off all these cells here and make some tweaks and changes to them. We need to probably get the flooring put in, that would look nice, and that sort of thing. So let's just progress on. We've got 77,000 in the kitty and we're getting 1,631 per day. So more than enough to finish these cells. Now the problem with these cells is that obviously they are very, very small, and there's a lot of people in here that will probably have some need for exercise, so that's an issue. We need somewhere for them to exercise, and we also need a spirituality need. Now apparently, and I didn't know this, you can actually put a separate room in and have like weight benches in there and a phone and also the prayer mats, and that should fulfill them needs. So let's try that. What I'm going to do first though is unpause it, max speed this out, we'll go over to quick build and then to clone, and what we want to do is clone this cell block, or this cell rather, and we'll clone it up to there, and then we're going to do the same with this one there and there, and we're going to leave this end bit completely open because I want this to have phones in, as well as, well, probably phones, we'll have prayer mats, weight benches, that sort of thing. So let's just see how we get on with that one. We just go to deployment and then to protective custody and just keep an eye on this one and make sure it is actually set as protective custody, because it does like to change it from time to time, but we'll come back to that one because there's just been some stabbing implement found. I mean, it could be used to, well, do things like, ooh, fighting as well. Could be used for things like trimming a hedge, because it was a pair of shears, I believe, but not in here. There are very few hedges in this facility. It's not the 70s. So what we need to do is go over to reports and regime and check out, do we need to switch this? I know there was some call to move this further down so they have free time earlier, but it is working free time there. So if they've got a job to go to, if they don't, then they don't. And that was fairly obvious. But anyway, yeah, I think we'll leave that as is. In terms of grants, why is the fighting? Is it gang fighting? Mark Pitt is fighting. Oh, hang on. Ah, snitch. That's a problem. I didn't realise they were a snitch. And are they going to stop the fight before it goes really too far? It's going to be close. They did manage to stop it. Wow. That was very, very close. See the health they're on? Or rather the lack of it. Well, you can't because this person's in the way. See that? That's very, very close. So that's Devin the Voiceless Vertigo. You are now protective custody. So they're going to get healed, and then they're going to get brought down to here. Because they need to be. I'm guessing they can be healed here. Yes, they can. I do want to hire another doctor, because we do have pharmacological treatment to drug addiction on the go. Yeah, look at that. That is a close one. Anyway, so it is currently free time, but we're going to do a shakedown tonight. We will see if we can get this person here, Sean here, as a confidential informant. They are not too keen on that one. Attack prisoner, attack staff, and serious injury. Yet they have a fearless trait. That's why they kept on fighting. Understandable. What we haven't got done yet is we haven't got guard towers. We also haven't got things like small cells and permanent punishments. I'm going to get permanent punishments. I think that's quite important. And we will go for guard towers because we're going to have them eventually anyway. So we'll get ourselves a lawyer because we currently don't have one. There we go. They now have an office. And we also want to do a shakedown, but only once this gent has been shifted. The problem, I think, is that they don't have anywhere to be healed. So if I put them to normal, they should be healed. Yes, there we go. Because I set it to... Because they got hurt and then I set them to protective custody, they couldn't legitimately enter this room in order to get healed. So now that they are fully healed, I will then move them over to protective custody, and that should sort that out. Let me just double check a deployment a second. That is still okay, and that is still okay as well. Okay, let's do a full shakedown, and let's see what we can find. So we've got already a couple of clubs and things like that. Nothing really too problematic. We'll just check though. Potential CI, yes, we do have one. There we are. Adam Herford, and we will recruit you. There we go. You can see Foundation Education Program is on the go there, and the success chance is probably in the 80-odd%, which is quite good. I'm just going to check the traits here. We've got tough, stoical gang members, extremely tough and gang member, quick, snitch, which is going... They should be moved already, but they are not being shifted. That is a problem. I'm going to finish that because we need them shifted sooner rather than later. I'm going to end their punishment now, and they should be moved. Come on. Come on. There we go. See, the reason they didn't get moved is because they were originally normal. They got hit. I put them to protective custody, but before that happened, they got assigned a punishment because of their attack prisoner and found weapons. So they were assigned to punishment as lockdown, which is in their original cell, not the new cell. So that's why that happened. But now it's okay. We should be fine. It does mean we can get another prisoner now. We've released one, and we can release another one. Oh no, one was released, and one we'll get because we're moving this person to another cell. There we go. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to attempt, and I do stress attempt, some sort of room around here. So let's go to objects, and I'm going to put in a weights bench. This is just all a test, okay? So weights bench, and we'll put in a... I actually prefer the phone booth probably there. And we also want a prayer mat there. Can they rotate? They can rotate, but that'll be fine. I'm not going to set this as any particular room, but hopefully, once this is done, they will be able to use these three things. Because if you look at them, they do have a lot of needs. So we're not going to look at them because they've been elsewhere. So if we go for Mark Venning, they've been in this prison for quite some time. However, they've never left this room. So they're ex-law enforcement. So they've come in and they've been escorted here, and that's it. In terms of their needs, they have a exercise need that's quite high, they have a family need that's quite high, and they have a luxury needs that's quite high. Now, the luxury needs we're not going to be able to satisfy because, quite frankly, the only way for them to get it is being smuggling into this food, and because it goes through all these checkpoints, it's just not going to happen. So, that's a bit of an issue. However, with these prayer mats and stuff in here, they might be able to use it. If I set that as common room, are they going to use it? They're currently eating there, which is good. The problem, as you can see, is that they are not able to get around the other side. So I might shift this wall in. The problem with doing this is we've only got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 protective custody cells, and it's just not enough for the entire facility. I don't think it is at all. Once his eat time's finished, we'll see if they use this common room. Because it's going to be work/free time now. And we need to move that. Oh, yes, there you go. They are exercising and they are using the prayer mat. Excellent. That's what we wanted. I'm going to dismantle that staff door because having to go through it all the time and it's just annoying. I will put a standard door in there and in there. That should hopefully solve that. We do need to increase the size of this so we can get around the other side. And we'll do that by probably putting... I mean, we could just have this as one big room. We don't even need the... Oh, actually, no. We're going to have it like that. Even if we open out, this is still not going to be able to move down. Are there any changes we can implement to make this better? There's one, but it means putting the wall along here. And then shifting this down by 1. And having the entrance there. It's a possibility. It means that these cells will be slightly bigger. Actually, they won't, because we won't extend it from there. We'll extend it down here. We'll just put it the wall along there. So this will come down by 1, this will come down by 1, and this can be brought down by 1. Okay, it's a little bit of work, but it's probably worth it. I mean, I'm not convinced, but let's give it a go. Let's try it. So in order to do that, we'll have to make some changes to this wall here. And also, we'll have to dismantle that door and dismantle that one. And we'll have to dismantle all of that wall. And while we're on it, we'll dismantle those and dismantle that door. And then also demolish them walls there. And that section's already been ordered. We will probably dismantle that there. And then finally, we'll put the new walls in. So the... that's a problem, because the wall was going to have to be... we could do that. And it won't look terribly good. We don't even need that bit there, to be honest with you. That's fine. Right, that's worked out. Okay, so dismantle and dismantle and dismantle all of this. Now that we know that this functions. There we are. Obviously, these are gonna, yeah, it's all kicking off because of the lack of rooms. So we'll get rid of all these rooms. So we want canteen. The question is, do we want to just have it that side and have it that way instead? Or do we want to do that way? I think leaving the wall is probably the better way of doing it. Just forget about the wall. It was originally that size. Let's try that. So serving table goes there, which is fine. Table can go there with the bench either side, like that. That's fine. That's no problem with that at all. In terms of deployment, do have to be protective custody. These have to be staff only. That's good. That's sorted. So that's the bare minimum for that one. This common room here. Common room. I am going to put that wall back in, because having it bigger would not really be of any advantage. And this is just a little bit more secure. Actually, that's not true at all, because I'm putting standard doors in, so it makes no difference. But anyway, so we'll get rid of that. We can double check to see. We'll dismantle that, and I'm putting the phone booths back in here. 1, 2, 3. That's fine. No need to put them on this side. In terms of weight benches, we'll put those in, so they'll just be on the top there. We'll have a prayer mat all the way down the bottom. Do we need more than that? We could double up on either side. I don't think it's necessary. Actually, no, it would be better if we put them, if we cancel that. Dismantle objects. Put them on either side. It'll probably be better. So, weight benches. There you go. Prayer mats like that. Yeah, that's much better. And sorry, Mr. Venning. I'm going to remove your prayer mat. Although I'm not, apparently. Apparently I'm not. I don't have the option to. Dismantle. There you go. Literally pulling them out from under him. But there's many others there, so they can use whatever they want. Right. Oh. Someone's smelling a tunnel. Let me go and check that, because we haven't really been paying much attention when it comes to tunnels. So, the tunnel is being smelt there. I am not worried that that is... I don't think that's a legitimate tunnel. I think we'll be totally fine. Right, so we've spent a lot of time around here, but I think it's all been time well spent. Let us get the flooring in. So concrete tile will come in here. We're going to run the concrete tile around all of the walkways, including the entrance here and the storage. In here, we'll have the same concrete tile. And then that goes up to there. That's fine. Same will be applied to this room. And what have we got in there? We got mosaic tiles in the common room, so that's fine. That's okay. And we'll have a white tile in here. There we are. Speaking of white tiles, actually no, ceramic tiles, let's be posh, we'll put them in there. We'll put fancy tiles in here, although, do we want wood flooring? I think wood flooring is better for the offices. Staff room, I think we'll go with the fancy tiles. The white tiles in the kitchen and the canteen. And in the toilet section as well. The kennel will have... Ooh, kennel and security. Well, security can be... I don't know. Metal floor in the armory. Probably... something softer for there, maybe. I don't know. Let's go for... high traffic area. I think just concrete tiles would be totally fine. There we go. So that's sorted that out a little bit. So it is sleep time. Going to do another shakedown. We're also going to hire some more staff. There's 4 more staff members because we can. I've been meaning to get the security finished, but we've got CCTV. We don't have automatic door openers. Do I want to get automatic door openers put in? I think I do. So utilities and door control system. I will put the door control system in... does it really matter? It sort of does. I'm going to put it in... Am I going to have 2 door control systems? No. 1 door control system will be totally acceptable. We have a tunnel. We have our first tunnel there. So we have a tunnel. And it was digging from 2 areas. So that was Richard Beveridge by the look of it. Escape attempt. Yep. Richard Beveridge. Prison number 888-6662. Quite easy to remember. And they've been doing the foundation education program and successfully passed that. So there's the first tunnel. First chink in the armour that we have seen. So, yeah. You see there's a fake dummy head there. Well, actually, it's not. Sorry, it's not a fake dummy head. It's a dummy head. Or a fake head. It can't be a fake dummy head. Yes, it's a fake dummy head. It's actually real. Is that what that would mean? A fake dummy. It's actually... Yeah. Oh, dear. Good grief. Right. So, remove this. We need to get rid of that. So, remove tunnel. Done. Prioritise that as well. Bit of violence there. Danger level increasing. And, oh, we found some items on them there. I don't know if you saw, but we found some rope. We did find some rope. Danger level will be increasing, but mainly down to us searching. And I think that's why. Yeah. Needs are fine. So it's just danger level increasing because that 50 prisoners say they've been unnecessarily searched recently. Again, their opinion. Right, so we'll finish off the kennel because it is quite easy to do. It is, well, it is now done. There we go. The kitchen doesn't need to be extended, neither does the canteen. The armory does, but we'll be doing that as we progress on. The staff room, we could probably make it better. I like a large television in here. The problem is that I can't remember how big the thing is. We'll put them in there and see what happens. Yeah, it should be fine. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to move some of these planning. Get rid of all that planning. Like so. We haven't put this in, but we don't need to. These are still getting searched. They're still going from there and the food stuff there. Yeah, that's all fine. That's actually working. Right, so do we need another staff member in here? I think... oh no, we should have all the cooks we need. But we'll do that. There we go. Better spend it when we can. I believe. Oh, look at the size of that television. the large TV can do all this, so that's fine. More than enough. So, oh, Subsidence of the land has destroyed a section of outer wall. I'm really not too worried, quite frankly. What I'm going to do, though, is go over to objects and to remote door, perhaps? No. I'm always hesitant to put just a remote door. I'll put that there. I'll put that in there, and then I will order a fence to be placed around it. I probably, while I'm here, should go around and put these doors in. I think that's in the middle. Was that ever measured? It probably was. But let's not live in... Oh, actually, is that supposed to be bigger? Is that supposed to be a double door? I think it might have been supposed to be a double door. Not that it matters. I'll just put a single door in. One there. One there. One there. There we are. Job done. Right, it just means we have access to that. We do need to check deployment. That is now staff only. That's fine. That's great. And was that one in the middle? Let's check. So, walls from here. It is 63. It was measured. Someone was thinking at the time. Probably wasn't me. Right, so this is getting there. We do need to connect up the automatic door opener. And yeah, we can see that we've just got enough power to get this done. So automatic door openers will be placed in and around this facility. So these draw power, so this could be a problem. But let's just place them and see what happens. That should be the only automatic door openers required. Oh no, sorry. There and there. Okay. And then we'll connect those up. So there's multiple schools of thought. You can have multiple door openers, which is not necessarily any advantage because you are just sort of splitting the workload. It means that the advantage is that technically they can be more secure if you put them in different places. So if you put them behind multiple layers of security, then yes, it can be better. So if you have if you have a door security center here, which only opens, say, these ones, and another one in this cell block or something that only opens these ones, it means that if you could take control of one, you don't get access to the entire prison, which it means it's secure. The disadvantage means it has to be staff, but there has to be more staff to man the thing and work it. There also has to be more power. So it takes some resources. Not a huge amount of resources, you know, we're not going to be really that bothered, but yeah. I mentioned earlier about the remote door and how I'm hesitant to use them. I've had limited success with remote doors because sometimes it's the case that the guard assigned here is either on their way or they've gone for a break or something happens where there's no one at the door control system, and if it kicks off, or for example there is a power failure, the doors won't open. So it means that the guards can't get past to deal with whatever's happening. So yeah, I'm not really too keen on that. That one there was apparently, yeah, it's mirrored from that one. I don't even know if I want to put it in. Anyway, so we should now have that automatic door opener done. We will connect it now. I thought I did the ones at the front there, but apparently not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't know why I'm counting them. It means nothing. I think that's them all. There we go. And I think it's important that we get door servos put there as well. There we are. Power grid's still fine. There we go. And that one will require power, so I will run power out to that. We might have to do it like that, but let's just... Yeah. There's some discussion whether these metal detectors should be there or not, and we could put them here. Technically, I don't think it matters. I'm really not too sure, but I don't know, I might shift them. I'm going to put light there, though. Lights either side would look quite good. So we just need to go to connections, and there, and then 1, and then 2. And also, while I'm on connections, this thing here does not yet have any phone taps. So 1, 2, 3. There we are. Right. So we have managed to get, I believe, all of this area done, and indeed improved because of these workbenches and the prayer mats. It means that these people here... Why are you still there? End punishment. I don't know why they're getting punished for something. Wow, look at all that. I ended their punishment and still... Right. Anyway, yeah. So their needs have gone down quite a bit. Exercise need has gone down. The prayer need, the spirituality need has gone down. Obviously, there'll be some needs that they just won't be able to have fulfilled, but it's just the nature of the beast, really. So we're going to leave it there for this episode. I'm quite happy with the progress made, but there's probably still a couple of things to add in here. In fact, we might as well do that now. So drinks machines will go down there. We've already got enough seating. That should be fine. We could place some more sofas in here, but I just don't like them there. What else would we want to put in here? Large telly. We've got sofas. We have radios. Actually, we don't have standard sofas, do we? Do you want to put them around there? We'll put them around there. Like that. Yeah, I don't mind them. So that's fine. That's pretty much everything done, I think. There's a bit of dirt around here, and that is probably because of the people putting dinner trays on the floor covered in bacon grease. Yeah, that's what it's to do with. Looks like someone is ODing, our first OD, I believe. James Stubbs, prisoner number 8829254, sentenced for 52 years for multiple crimes, including trafficking and false imprisonment. Wow. Okay. That is a long stretch. That is a lifetime sentence, I guess. I think lifetime is not really defined as life in a lot of countries. I think it's 25 years in some. Generally is that. And there's some more. John Thompson and Ed Keevil, ex-law enforcement. Straight away. Protective custody. We're going to have a problem with that. This is going to fill up much faster than I thought. It might be the case that we extend this along and down that way. And just shrink this right back. I'll have a think about that one. We don't need to do much yet. But what we do need to do is get this cell done, or this prison. So that's next episode. We'll start that. You might be thinking, how are we going to do that? Well, you're only getting 1,375 plus or minus the fluctuations, obviously, per day, and we've only got 30 grand in the bank. Oh, and 30,020 generic units of currency. Well, the way we're going to do that is by going over to probably the grants and increase our bank loan, because we can get 250,000 bank loan, and we'll increase it to probably 100,000, maybe more, maybe 150. And we'll just build it in a couple of episodes. Remember, it's going to be an exact clone of this, sans the middle, which will be 2 big dormitories, or maybe 3, I don't know. I haven't yet decided. Either way, that's next episode. Hope you have enjoyed this video. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.